with 20 working languages, and this is where we talk about languages and language learning and all sorts of other stuff, and we play games. This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks. Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital.
漢検1級の先というのは、本当に誰も知らない字ばっかりでしょうね。私は Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Mood är tröttare än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is sword, and that also means elephant. Okay. This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks. Ça, c'est ça, que c'est ça, non ça, c'est ça, sol chi sa che nulla sa, ne sa più di chi ne sa. Ecco.
Bonjour et bienvenue à Hyper Polyglotting avec Élise. Moi c'est Élise, traductrice, éditrice et écrivain avec 20 ans de travail. Et ça c'est la transmission en direct ou en jeu des jeux. Surtout GeoGuessr en dernier temps. Et parle des langues, de la linguistique, de l'acquisition des langues.
10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Night. Night. Come on. Bien. Yo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Barbaz, okay, Barbaz is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon.
Sotto le frasche del capanno 4 gatti grossi stanno. Sotto 4 grossi sassi, 4 grossi e grassi gatti. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré, des généraux dégénérés. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré, des généraux dégénérés. Facile. Sì, ecco, la gente... è la cosa che mi dice la gente, sempre che scoprisce che quante lingue parlo, io sempre avevo l'impressione, diciamo, di che non era così, non era tan così, ma poi, dopo di aver visto qualche poliglota in YouTube, una delle cose che avevo scoperte era giustamente che la metodologia usata da quella gente poliglota che non avevo mai conosciuta prima, era più o meno la stessa metodologia che usavo io. I buy a computer or what? And here's another example. I like to point these out. For this word for or, what sounds vaguely like Hogun and the hok in Hogun in Korean or Waku in Japanese, and that appears it is the exact same kind of character.
Okay, let me see.
Un chasseur, ça son chassé. Ses chassés sont son chien de chasse.
Der dicke Dach.
Okay, der dicke Dachdecker deckt dir dein Dach, drum dank dem dicken Dachdecker, dass der dicke Dachdecker dir dein Dach deckt. Hola y bienvenidos al directo de Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. Yo soy Elisa, traductora, escritora y editora y comunicadora social con más de 20 idiomas de trabajo. Y aquí vamos a estar jugando videojuegos, sobre todo GeoGuessr, y hablando de idioma, la mejor forma de aprenderlo y caleta más. Zwei Zwetschgenzweigen zwitscherten zwei tschechische Schwalben. Tres tristes tigres tragaban trigo en un trigal en tres tristes trastos. Oh, I see. This is Deche Ishai Fui, which means, do you want food? But, yeah, are you hungry? That kind of thing. How are the boys? Hello and welcome to Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. I'm Elise, translator, writer, and editor with 20 working languages. And this is the stream where we're going to check out the web-based version of Kanji de GO and look at advice on kanji, on studying kanji, and talk a little bit about my preparations to take the Kanji de GO. Just a note, mainly what we're doing here is finding out whether the web-based version is any different than the version on Steam, where if you do not follow Shueisha manga, you basically haven't got a chance. これからちょっと改めて断っておきますけど、この漢字で語からシビライゼーションへ、切り替える場合も可能性も結構ありますよね。つまりですね、昨日やってみたSteam の漢字でGOは集英者の漫画の愛読者でない人間には勝ち目がないということが判明したんですね。ウェブ版がそれと全く同じなのか、それとも全く違うのか、そういうことを確認するためのためにやっています。So I may switch away from this to Civilization 6 fairly quickly if it turns out it is identical, because I don't follow Shueisha manga. Okay.
Let me just get my windows where I can see them. How's everybody doing, chat? Okay. Normal, hard. Okay, so there is normal, there's hard, there's gekimuzu. Normal plus hard plus gekimuzu plus. We're gonna try normal first. Okay. Already, this looks like it is not the same kind of stuff. Actually, you know, I'm gonna switch over. It's the annoying thing about the way that the keyboard layouts in Windows 10 work is that you can't just have them for one instance of a program you're running. I should have saved that fucking URL. So I don't want to be stuck on Japanese keyboard layout for all of my Firefox, so I'm going to switch over to Chrome, which I basically don't use. Kanji de GO. Okay, getting this started. Now let's just adjust that a little bit. Okay, let's go. このゲームは HTML の入力フォームを使用しています。画面下部の文字入力フォームに文字が打てる状態で文字が打てるんですね。じゃあOkay, shift. Okay, gonna adjust this window size so I can also see chat. And then we're gonna get started. Okay, looking good. Okay, main space. Okay, we're gonna start out with normal and see what that's like. 16問コース。OK。外来語にも漢字がある。講義。アコーディオン。아, 선풍금. 선풍금이라네. Okay, here we go. 요시. 신린. 간단다요, 간단. 긴 메달. 와르 푸자케. Okay. This is not the same thing. これはSteam 版と Okay, 木印メイン目印だったんだ。全く違うんですね。これ電波。レベル2。うどうひょう。うどうびょう。運動ひょう。軌道表。何ですか。不動表だった。くそ。双眼鏡。ビレー。峠。A mountain pass. Okay, so this is just general kanji stuff. Tetsudau. Like the other one, if you did not know Shueisha manga, you were screwed. Tegara. Often otegara. Shodana. 簡単だよこれ。歪む to distort something. 氷ふりギリギリ小切り考察だった。優勝ある。お大福いちご大福あべ何が秋晴れ秋安倍春秋安倍照秋安倍明じゃないだろ安倍安倍の生命安倍の春秋I was so fucking close there. の平安時代だからの準備 OK だ。 涙腺。尿腺。も。shit。ルイだった。ルイさん。Yeah, I mean, it's tear gland. But... ルイだった。正教感。小教感。正教感shit. Okay, what was it? 清涼だった。清涼感。さっぱりして爽やかな感じのする様。リトライ。はい。リトライしましょう。Okay. Definitely easier to work with. Like, literally more possible than the Steam version where it is all Shueisha manga stuff. 電波。よし。手話。墓。A grave. 人名か。中川清秀。栄養価。Nutritional value. Okay, level 2. たどる漂る。漂るじゃない。それは漂うのこと。通るなんだった。濁る。くそ。OK。惜しいな。現像。はい、あった。How you doing?赤裸々罪隠さないこと。白髪。白髪。白髪。白髪。白髪。白髪。白。なんだよ。白髪8発なんだって白髪白髪なのか白髪じゃなくて OK 白髪 That is not a common reading of that second kanji. Usually it is hatsu or kami or gami or patsu. Yeah, actually. You have... Okay, Zanji. For a while, temporarily, Shibaraku. Fushoka. Fushoka. Fukuoka. Fukuoka. Fukenka. Damn. 沸騰化だった。騰。 Okay, on my last try here. Ji-san. Kara-san. Sura-san. Ji-san. Shin-san だった。Kanji. Okay, that's easy. Welcome. Chokka. Jikika. Jikika. Shikibi. Shikabi? 直接に火に当てること。まばたき。The blink of an eye. 横隔膜。医学用語ね。解剖。なんだったこれ。憩い。体や心を休めること。休息。囚人。prisoner。講義欲。くら玉欲総玉総玉hell やり玉やり玉 is the thing is one of the things that is challenging about kanji is that often when you have these compounds like this and there are no okurigana, no kana between them, what you have is usually onyomi. And onyomi is handy because it's easy to guess a lot of the time, even if you're blanking on the specific character. The trouble is, it isn't always onyomi. Sometimes it's kunyomi. For example, this is kunyomi, yaridama. Hai. リトライさあだ名向けに追加した問題やそうでないものを混在させているので同レベル内でもある程度難易度差があります。Within the same level, there can be some differences in difficulty level. Yes, I have indeed noticed that. じゃあ。地区 a district, an area of the earth. 忘れる to forget. 忘れてないから正解だ。人間 a human. A human. 原因 the cause of a thing. 正々堂々態度や手段が正しく立派な様 that means that everything you're doing is correct, basically, is what that Yojijukugo means. Tenji. Tenpuku. Right, tenpuku. Like capsizing. Taizai. To be in a place. The good in Muin. Mujirushi. No symbol on it. No sign. Okay, Chime Kenso Butsu. Osoyama. Kyozan. Osore. Sore. Osoreyama. Osorezan. Osoreyama. Mount Fear. That's a great name for a mountain. Tetsugaku Sha. Sha. A philosopher. Okay. Never heard of Osoreyama. Sumi? Inshoku. Okay, it's about food. Oden. We're almost getting to Oden season as well. Like a stew. Naderu. Aideru. Mederu. Mederu. Mederu datta. To be moved by the beauty of something. Umeru. U. What do you mean, u janai? Uzumeru. Uzumeru. Okay. Reisai kigyo. 中小企業のうち特に小規模 OK 罵倒 Yeah, that is to give somebody a bollocking 罵倒するファイナルだぞよし It's an animal 百足百足ムカデムカデそんな感じで殺高症雲か全く知らねえよこれ I have no idea so 殺高症 Just guessing here based on phonetic elements. Zakojo? Was that right? Ishi サンゴ類の骨格やサゴ礁Sure, okay, sure was right, okay. I was right about sure, I thought I was right about sure. でも、その他には... Okay. Sangosho. I'm sure I said no, I didn't. I was so close. I was totally guessing. 石サンゴ類の骨格や石灰層サンゴ礁ってなんだ？サンゴ礁 coral reef. Oh. そうか。あんまり見かけない単語だから。リトライ。抜き打ち1回でも間違えるとミス扱いになります。本ゲームの答えはネット上のものにのっとって定めているため、回答に納得のいかない方はこれを使った初見プレイはおすすめしません。Okay, サンゴ礁。人名。Okay, we got a person's name. 聖徳。聖徳太子。Okay, never seen that name before. 走る。顔。Face. Easy enough. 意外 unexpected. That's one you have to watch out for because there's also 意外 meaning apart from 手玉。思いのままに飲食 OK snacks 中落ち。You got okay. I got my 入れ替え back. 砲丸。砲弾の類義語。誇り。誤り。A mistake, yes. I always get those two confused. They're not even similar. 機械仕掛け。機械仕掛け。Okay. 慢性的 chronic. But not the kind you smoke. High 出優れた人物 somebody who particularly excels. 球技よく typo くだま球玉主玉だった。くそ。缶詰。缶詰。乱染。くそ。諦める。訓読みは何だったんだ。染は染だけど。乾燥元祖藍染め OK 準備 OK だ藍染め OK うぼりくそう乳ぼり入り替えは使用済み。なんだったっけ Okay, I'm about to wash out of this one. Remembering these things with zero context is not always easy. Chichi shibori. I was so fucking close. 絞る。くそ。Okay, one life to live. 9巻。9眼。貫くの字。特艦。特艦だった。not 9, not 研究の9. Right. Very similar, except the bottom bit is different. 神殿像。根戸の作り。神殿作り。平安中期に成立。開目。何だったんだよこれ。Yes, but what was that? マスメ。その言葉見たことも聞いたこともねえわ。リドライ。Yes, we're retrying. I'm stuck into this now. God, if this is normal mode, I'm wondering what Gekimuzu is like. After this one, we're gonna just switch to it and see. Sick. Hoshizora. A starry sky. Itotoshi. Passing the threading of a needle. Kane. Time is money. Hakase go. Hakushi go. Hakase go もあるんだろうが。カツ？マルツ？9つ. My brain was putting a stroke on there that wasn't there. I was seeing maru when it was Q, 9つ. God, that would have been embarrassing to wash out on. 10, 9, 10, 9, 9. 隅。入れ墨の隅だった。相互作用。Interaction. Like of drugs, for example. 前触れ。前もって知らせること。To let somebody know about something in advance. What was this? Just had this. Fuck. We just had this. なんだったんだ。濁るだった。Oh hell. Twice in a that we had that one a second ago too. Okay, I have 2 lives left though. Obiki. Mobiki. Mohiki. Nawabiki. Oh. Already. already. Damn. God, what is the kunyomi for that? Tsunahiki. Tsuna datta. God, out of context, this is not easy. Unless it's like, okay, Yado. Jado. Using the methods of evil, Gishin Anki. 一度疑い始めると何から何も When you start doubting something, you suspect everything. 相違 difference. Okay. むずい。So no gas, I think. To incite. Sensen Kaka. Sensen Kaga. Sensen Ritsu. Kumo Numa. Numa de Kumodoro Unde. Unde no sa, the difference between the clouds and the mud. Kenbyo. Kenbyo. Tatehira. Kenbei. Kenbei. Tatehira. Tatebira. So. Okay. Byo. What was that? Tatetsubo. 建物が地表を覆っている。ツボス。建築面積。The built up surface area of something. Damn. Okay. That is another one I don't see often. Retry. 違う。Okay, we're gonna switch over. Man. Okay, we're gonna just move up here. This is hard mode. This is like, okay, some challenging. Concreto. 4コマ漫画。かき氷。Okay. Okay, this is hard mode. We've seen how I've done on easy mode, which wasn't too bad. Coin. Tareru. Shikosei. A directional mic. Gensen. Strict selection. Batsugun. Like excellent. Hervorragend. Better than all the rest. Okay, this is redeeming. Did a perfect score on hard mode. Kensui Butsu? 眉つぼもの。眉つばもの。Shit, I used up my... I was so close. 落ちれる。踊れる。落とし入れる。Right, 落とし入れる. Like to fit somebody up for something. Set somebody up. 公園館。公園館。公園館。公音館。公営館。What was that? Wait, okay, because I noticed it said close and it was pointing to ant, which I was sure was correct. It turns out it was. The last character was what that was supposed to be indicating. 興奮。代表的な興奮の一つ. Okay. I've done pretty well on hard mode so far, though. Eddie. Key. Oh, 読みはエリだけど。エリじゃない。引きなしだった。Oh, god damn it. That isn't even a terribly hard one. なし。It's a fruit. Damn it. Peach. 漢字。Yes. 国家公務員。Old-timey word. 串刺し. That just came up in my Kanken prep just yesterday. 小さく. Fushoji. Improprieties. We got one life to live and I'm on level 4 of hard mode. And we got an animal. Shit, we got an animal. And it's a fish. 知らねえよ、これ。鯉か？サメか？キス。I don't know fish names. I don't know fish names in any language really other than like 顔をしかめる? That was a total guess and I was right. しかめる. Like to screw up one's face. 何時. 何時の武将を着せよ. 暗算し. 暗算し. 暗算語. 暗算語. 暗山語。愛山語。暗山語。愛山市。かかし。竹や藁で作った人形。It's a bamboo doll, kakashi, kagashi. Okay, we're gonna have one more go and then I'm gonna take a bio break. I think I'm actually doing better on hard mode. Oh, we get to start on level 2 though. GO. GO, right. GO だった。飲食 food or drink. Sushi. 巻き寿司。それはハードだというのか。ハードじゃねえだろ。荒立てる。荒立てる。傍観者。Someone watching from the sidelines. 何匹何匹何時し何匹何匹何ち何癖あ癖だった癖だった Of course 癖枠つく咲くだった Okay, leveling up on level 3 hard mode ハードだ植物藻類水蓮A type of 人名 Okay, we got a person's name God, no idea Yubi Oh, I could have guessed that I'd written that off completely Kaboko Kahoko Nabe Bugyo. Oh wow, I had just realized that had to be Nabe and not Ka. Nabe Bugyo. Koen Short. Damn, we just had this too. Koenfu. Okay, I got the last one right, and then I fucked... the first time, I got the first two right, and I fucked up the last one. This time, I got the last two right and fucked up the first one. Cool. Q-bump. Q-hump. G3 G4 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 Oh, what is this? I know this. Jira? What was it? Shinratsu. I was almost there, damn it. Okay. With that, I'm going to take a little bio break before we resume. Hi, and welcome to Hyperpolyglotting with Elise. I am Elise, translator, editor, and writer with 20 working languages, and this is where we talk about languages and language learning and all sorts of other stuff, and we play games. This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks.
Perfect. Okay, 3 of 4.
El hospital es
漢検1級の先というのは、本当に誰も知らない字ばっかりでしょうね。私は、
Okay, we've leveled up and it is time to pick another language. Mod för rätt är än vanligt. Maten är färdig. And let's see what we're doing when we get back. Greek. We're doing Greek when we get back. Benedese. How do you know Fun fact. Turkish. Hello, Shakespeare. How you doing? Fun fact, in Spanish, the word for bishop in chess is alfil. And that actually comes from Arabic. Fil. The same word fil as this. Meaning elephant, because the bishop traditionally was to represent elephant units somehow. Similarly, in Russian, the word for bishop is sword, and that also means elephant.
This is Elise with an update on the ongoing Inessa Armand translation project. We now have 37 of the 38 extant essays and speeches by Inessa Armand translated into English for the first time, and we are just short of the halfway mark on the fundraising progress as well. This enrichment of the English language Marxist canon has only been possible with your support, and it's been a real lifeline for me. So anyone who would like to support this project can find links in the description for how to do so, and everybody who has already supported it has my sincerest thanks.
ça, ça, c'est ça, ça, che c'est ça, non ça, c'est ça, sol chi sa che nulla sa, ne sa più di chi ne sa. Ecco.
Bonjour et bienvenue à Hyper Polyglotting avec Élise. Moi, c'est Élise, traductrice, éditrice et écrivain avec 20 ans de travail. Et ça, c'est la transmission en direct ou en jeu des jeux. Surtout GeoGuessr en dernier temps. Et parle des langues, de la linguistique, de l'acquisition des langues. 10-159. Haven't made a huge dent in it, but we're getting there. Okay, gonna do some Chinese now. Nej. Nej. Come on. Igen. Jo. 5. Ducks are drinking wine. Bakvaz, okay, Bakvaz is duck. Okay, I have now leveled up. Let's see what the XP situation is now. 10,340 out of 12,500. And as always, viewers can choose my next language for me just with a follow and a $5 to my Patreon.
Sotto le frasche del capanno 4 gatti grossi stanno. Sotto 4 grossi sassi, 4 grossi e grassi gatti. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré des généraux dégénérés. Un généreux déjeuner régénéré des généraux dégénérés. Facile.
And I'm back. And it turns out there is a function that allows you to see the questions that you got the last time. So GO, which I got, Makizushi, Aradateru, Boukansha. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna retry that though. Ready. Samurai. Hyoten. The base of a thing. Thank you, Ata. Omidokoro. Daigyoshou. Daimidokoro. Omidokoro. Tokoro. Ogosho. Ogosho datta. But I think I've still got my irekai. Zento. Like, the path ahead of you. Eyo. Honor. Glory. Hanzo-mon. It's a Tokyo in Chiyodaku. It's a tube station. Okay, level Kyojo. Gojo. 意地を張ってなかなか自分の考えを変えないこと。Like being hard-headed. Yokodo. Ro. An annealing oven. An annealing furnace, rather. Shunni. Shunbi. Shunmai. Shunkai. Shunbin. Bin datta. Bin. Right. Miru. To examine someone medically. Kunsho. A medal. Shumitsu. Bimitsu. Hinmitsu. Chimitsu. 細かいところまで注意が行き届いて、like really delicate, meticulous. Hizo, the spleen. Nenza, za. 関節をひねるなどして。Okay, we got plants down. Shobo, bobo, kobo, bobo, shobo, chobo, chobo, shoho, shoho, soho. Damn it. We're close, but I'm not... What was it? Shobu. Bu. It's the damn plants and animals that get me every time. Tolkien. Tolkien. Right, yeah. Dobutsu. Fuck, we got an animal. Shokugiju. Shokuchuju. Shoku. Giju. Shokiju. Shoku. Arikui. Fuck. Chucho. To hesitate. Chohenji. Nagahenji. A long answer. Final on hard mode. Netsuri? Atsuri? Hotobori. Hotobori. Never heard of that. Inki? Kokkin? Shunkin? It's something kin. Baikin? Baikin だった。人体に害を及ぼす微生物。It's a virus. Oh, holy shit. Beat it on hard mode. Hanzomon. Chiyodaku Station. Stubbornness. Gojo. Yokoro. Miru. Chimitsu. Chimitsu. Right. Okay, I beat it on hard mode. Ogosho. Shobu. Ayame ka. Ayame zoku no tanen. It's a kind of fucking grass. No wonder I didn't know it. Ogosho. Shunbin. Arikui. Arikui is an anteater. Right. Ah, hae. Right, the second one is hae. Right? No, hae janaku. Okay, so... Oh, I've unlocked a new course. Normal plus. Oh, there's also hell mode. Okay, we're gonna try Gekimuzu. This is mega hard mode. Gonna try it with 10 questions total rather than 16. See what that's like. This is Gekimuzo. This is ultra hard. Let's see what this is like. Oh yeah. Ready? Here we go, starting on level 3. Gekimuzo da zo. Pyo pe kanbe. Kanbe. Okay, what was it? Jinbe. Okay, I was changing the wrong thing. Tetsu are. Tetsu are. Torinu. Kuzu neyu. Katsune. Kakkon yu. Kakken yu. What was I wrong about? To. It was to. Okay. Rinzai shu. Tsuka matsuru. God, what is it? Komuru? Komuru? I thought it was Tsukaimatsuru. Tatematsuru. Taimatsuru. I was so close. Okay. Tsutsushimu. Okay, on my last life, and I'm on level 4 of Gekimuzo. Shiabu. Shiabe. Iabu. Kyan. キアン聞いたことねえわ商売勝負紹介東海 I know I've seen this someplace 勝負勝負God, I know this. I've seen this. なんだったっけあ、族ユイカメやツツイカメなどの動物の総称イカウ族 Okay, giving it another go. Kanao.
後期後期講義 OK 後半半見た目で主天桜激天才経天桜摩天楼摩天楼特艦OK 知らねえ金Oh, what is this? I know I've seen it before. Yoroi. Yoroi だった。はい、匂い。More than one way to say 匂い, and that is one of the. Okay, we're on level 4. Shigomi. Daigomi. Okay. Cable. Kehaha. Suzubaha. Kehaha. Cable じゃない? Okay, what was that? ママ母おー、源氏物語で見たんだ。いや、ステップママ母だった。くそ。Okay. Gimbal.戯れる小生銃声火星長生燻製食品勲章の勲そうだな煮沸消毒 pasteurization basically tansu
like a dresser. Shiken Bobo. Shishiruru. Shishiruru. Hi, Badger, how you doing? It turns out the other version of Kanji de GO is not all manga related. Engetsu. Jinmei. Okay, we got a person's name. Fuck. Higashi だけどま知らねえ Okay, I have no idea. I've never seen Higashi reading Azuma. Oh yes, of course I know. I know that. Damn it. Osaka fu nado ni Azuma. Right, I have actually seen that now that they show that. Damn it. Not often, but I have seen it. Omonbakaru. Okay, Gekimuzu level 5. This is the ultra hard level. Naigashiro. Naigashi. That was like a typo on that first one. They didn't want the ro. Izure. Tojaku? Tozaku? Oh, got Nirekai. Kakitsuba. And Enpa. Enki would be how I would read that. But apparently there's another way. Kompasu. That is the ateji. See, you don't see this very often in post-war Japanese, but they used to use kanji a lot for foreign words, and kompasu was apparently written that way. I've never seen that before. No wonder I got that wrong. It's nice when it's obvious why I got something wrong. Like, that is a... That doesn't even make... Izumi? I've seen this before. I've seen this before, and I'm totally blanking. Itori? I'm just totally guessing. Ibiki datta. Ibiki. Yeah, I have seen that. Snoring. That is the kanji for snoring. God, I've seen that recently, too. Solen. Sozoro. Shoen. Ah, I was close. Izushimeru.
ぜしめる。いせしめる。いとしめる。おとしめる。いどしめる。Okay, it kept on telling me I was close. Iyashimeru. Oh, of course. That does make sense that that would be Iyashimeru. So kanji indicates unpleasantness of various types. Jinsha. Chinsha. Chodai. A word often said, but very rarely written in kanji. Kensuibutsu. Konsuibutsu. Utsubamono. Right, we just had this too. Okay, we're on level 4 of Gekimuzu, of ultra hard mode. Fushaku? Fusun? Fushaku? Burachi. Oh, okay. Yoishi? Yasui? Yasu? What was it? Tayasui! I was close. I was one character off. Ironic that the one that lost, that I ended up with game over on was the word for easy. But Ringisho? Okay, we've got an animal. And I have no fucking idea. Jushimite. Jushimite. Except it ends in Jushimatsu. Suzume. Oh, it's a fucking bug too. Gogo. Hinangogo. Okay, I've never seen that kanji before in my life, that second one. The last two. Inoru? This is an old-timey word, I'm fairly certain. Matsuru. Oh, I was not far off. Matsuru. Yawaraka? Okay. Oh, what is it? Kiyoraka. Chigau. Uraraka. Hell, okay. Well, there we go. We're gonna switch gears now.
and look at some videos. And also, I wanted to show you, this is, since we've been talking about like kanji prep and stuff like that. Let's see, hopefully the camera will show it properly. This is my kanken noto. These are my notes. It's actually a really high quality paper notebook for like watercolor and drawing and stuff, but I didn't realize that I'd ordered a really small one, so this was just lying around with no particular use in mind, so I decided to use it for this. And so you can see the notes as I go through stuff on the Kanken study guides that I'm using. And today I just started following the advice of God, what's his name? What's his channel's name, rather? Let's see. Now I can't even find what the page I was looking for. Ah, here we go. Kanji no Kami-san. He was talking about how he has this notebook of like profiles of kanji that he's not familiar with all sorts of information about them. And I was thinking, and so I started just from my reading, putting in some of the kanji that I run across that I think would be probably, that I either misread and then I want to make a note of how the correct reading is, or like for example at the bottom here there's hofutsu, and there are two, and there turns out the reason that's there is there are two ways, it turns out, of writing it. There is one that uses joyo kanji and is in common use. However, there is a way of writing it that uses kanji that basically nobody ever uses, and that's exactly the sort of thing that would be on one of these tests. So I thought, you might as well write those down. Feel like I'll probably see them again someplace. Oh, hang on. Need to get my chat widget where it's easy to see. I think we'll come back to the web-based version of Kanji de GO. Thanks to whoever pointed me in the direction of that last week. Because the web-based version, a like person who is not an obsessive manga reader has at least some chance of actually doing well in. So, one thing I noticed, this showed up in my Rex, and I thought maybe we'd check this out. And this is Evil D has apparently become aware of English for everyone. And I figure that might be entertaining to look at.
What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel.
Because, I mean, English for Everyone is, of course, our absolute favorite ESL, English as a Foreign Language learning channel on the over here on this channel. Absolutely love the sort of deadpan Borgas way in which they just sort of correct people on the internet. But now I'm kind of curious. This video is called "These English Teachers Are Attacking Each Other," and yes, indeed, that is basically how that works. And I'm very curious what he's going to add to this.
This was a war, an online war I was completely unaware of, and I am sad for the fact that it's only come until recently that I've discovered that this exists. But my God.
Over here, we've been following this particular war, Kevin and Lisa against the world, for a very long time.
we all are going to enjoy the shit out of this, okay? So essentially,
That
what's happening...
is indeed, I think, the way to take this.
And this whole war started around this channel right here. It's called English for Everyone with Kevin and Lisa. Now, in the lore of this story, this YouTube channel, historically, has been calling out English teachers online who are secondary speakers of the language. Like, they learnt the language.
Yeah, I mean, and they just sort of go and correct often minor and sometimes non-existent grammar mistakes in casual speech. And they do it in the most utterly robotic way imaginable. And this is content, and somehow they have built they have built a channel, they have built a presence on YouTube using this, and that amazes me.
And now they teach English. And they were pointing out actual legitimate mistakes that these, like, people were teaching.
Sometimes.
To massive audiences, and they're quite well known for the fact that they were pulling apart bullshit YouTube channels.
Except that's not actually what they were doing.
They decided to pivot and start focusing on native English.
Yeah, they weren't pulling apart bullshit YouTube channels is the thing. That's, I mean, they were occasionally pointing out relatively minor mistakes in the English of non-native speakers who actually otherwise speak it quite well. That was it. They weren't like I mean, if they were bullshit channels, they were not doing a good job of showing it.
Speaking teachers and saying what this English speaking teacher is saying is incorrect. Now, why they did that, I'm not sure.
Because they got bored with the first thing? I don't know. I mean, I noticed recently Lisa, this showed up in my recommendations as well. Lisa seems to have been pivoting into doing comprehensible input for Russian. And I find it interesting because it seemed like they were like the anti-comprehensible. They were like the opposite of like compelling comprehensible input. Like constipating input. Hello, Riveroon. Good to see you.
So the mistakes that I've seen them call out are generally along the lines of, you know, that was a mistake that the teacher made while just speaking in the moment, you know, just having a
exactly,
or something like that. Like, we all make mistakes. Like, realistically, all you gotta do is watch any video on my channel and you'll find me making a lot of fucking English mistakes.
Oh, I mean, not just English mistakes, though. I mean, yes, those too, certainly.
In fact, I'm pretty sure, like, in every video, there's a comment, at least one, who's like, yep, that's Evil Deer, B2 English again. And I was an English teacher for quite a while, so...
like, it is so weird, it is weird when you have these universes sort of start to overlap that you watch.
This shit I find funny as, and we're going to jump through a bunch of videos and take a look at this. So, first we're going to take a look at a legitimate video, like, kind of how they operate, okay? So this is the video we're going to...
Wow, I mean, it's like he practices in the mirror. Oh, I'll turn them up. I'll turn that up. It's like he practices in the mirror to get, like, corpse face.
Look at piece versus slice. Comprehensible input, avoid mistakes, by this particular teacher right here. As you can see, this is not a native speaker of English, because...
Wait, is he gonna claim that it is wrong to say a piece of pizza, or that it is wrong to say a slice of pizza? Because neither of those is wrong.
They call themselves La Gringa. And see teacher Mike English. Jesus, guys, why is everything in capitals? Okay, this actually sets off annoyance for me, okay?
Wait for it. This is not even... They have not begun to set off annoyance.
Okay, like,
you will know when you encounter the level of annoyance that they set off.
YouTube, you should put shit in capitals every now and then to attract attention, but not every fucking word. But anyway, let's continue.
Hello and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English.
Okay, so this is one of the issues I have with this channel, okay? So straight up, they're like, English for everyone, but real-life American English, and they end up correcting English teachers who are not American. Okay, so there's obviously issues with that already because, you know, regional differences and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Totally.
regional
That's
differences
confusing.
within the US, too, they have problems with. And, I mean, they managed to speak this really weird sort of neutral North American English that nobody speaks.
And learn some real-life American English. So let's get started. First, this
His
is my
eyeballs never move.
Can I have a piece of pizza? Sure. You can have a piece of pizza.
I mean, okay, funny joke.
I want more pizza. Oh, you want a slice of pizza.
Oh, okay, so they're calling out the fact that... Are they calling out the fact that this is not a serious distinction? That actually people say piece to mean slice too? Because if they're doing that, okay, that's cool. But I don't know, but I mean, I think she's making a joke here. And it is a joke that a lot of people would possibly make. I mean, if they just want to be annoying anyway. But since when do Kevin and Liza have any problem with being annoying?
So wait.
Okay, so what's going to happen here is that was clearly a mistake. That teacher should not be teaching that, and they're obviously not a native speaker of English, okay? They're
Yeah, I mean, it isn't exactly a mistake, though. I'm gonna just push back very, very slightly in the sense that, yeah... I mean, that's an annoying thing. If you were going to... I would have to actually see the context to know if they were saying that was absolutely a mistake, as opposed to just making a fucking joke.
teaching something bad to their audience, and what he's going to do now is just point this out and correct them, okay? And it's like, he does it in quite a neutral way. It's not even like that engaging realistically, but
that is really, I think, putting it mildly, yes, it is not really engaging.
we'll watch a little bit more because this is how they legitimately started pointing out this type of stuff.
It's not correct to call it a piece of pizza. You have to call it a slice of pizza. This is not true. You can call this a piece of pizza or a slice of pizza. A piece of pizza is not a little piece that you tear off.
I mean, that's true. But the reason I say I don't know if this is a legit mistake they're pointing out is because she could be actually, for all I know, I don't know who that is. And I have not seen the video. For all we know, she could be making that joke and saying, yeah, actually, I mean, people might be annoying and do something like this to you, but actually those things are both right, and I have no idea.
This is a piece of pizza.
Okay, I gotta say this as well, for any YouTuber who's out there. I don't care if you're an English teacher or whatnot, but you gotta fucking blink. You can't...
It's funny because I actually heard the opposite advice, because that you will always have a bad still if you eventually blink.
just raw dog it like this. You can't just hold your eyes open. You must be bleeding internally at this point. Like, it's weird. I don't know why so many YouTubers do this. They just like stare into the camera with their eyes open, and they feel like if they blink, something's gonna happen. But like, dude.
Wait, well, haven't you seen the Weeping Angels? Don't you watch Doctor Who? If you blink, shit's gonna happen.
Blink so we know you're human, okay?
And you can also call it a slice of pizza. Let's hear some examples.
Oh god, we're gonna hear some...
Like a pool float shaped like a piece of pizza.
I'd give anything for a piece of pizza right now.
Yes!
I mean, you went out for a slice of pizza, and you may have run into the one.
Or like eating half a piece of pizza off someone's coffee table.
Okay, so that's basically what they do. This is their entire thing, okay?
This is indeed their entire thing, as we all know.
Just run through video after video of like this, where they'll just find some teacher who's teaching English badly, correct them.
I mean, we don't even know if they're necessarily teaching English badly. I would not actually... I would say, actually, Kevin and Lisa are really teaching English badly, because this is not teaching English. This is just saying somebody is wrong about something extremely trivial on the internet and doing it in the most unengaging way possible. I would not call this teaching English.
mistakes, provide the proper way of saying it, and then provide actual examples of natives, or in this case, movies, doing that. Nothing wrong with that. Except for when they start doing it wrong. Now,
which they've been doing all along, though, is the thing.
We're going to dive into...
And also, like, the thing is, it isn't just they're taking, like, these random examples. And they get obsessive about certain creators, non-native speaking creators who actually speak English quite well. Like, seriously, somebody's just starting out to learn English, if they ended up speaking as well as, for example, Lingua Marina, who is one they were obsessed with for a very long time. Like, I mean, that would absolutely be an achievement for a lot of people just getting started. Does she speak perfect English to the extent that perfect English even exists? No, she, especially in casual speech, makes some mistakes, but...
With video, okay? So we're going to start with this video right here. Oh, and just a quick aside, we will speed this up a little bit.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a guest. This is Dave from Dave's English.
Oh yes. Dave is how I first became aware of the abyss, of the charisma vacuum that is English for everyone. The, like, you lose Riz the Riz just gets sucked out of the room.
Now, you guys might
Riz
recognize
suck.
Dave. I did a video with him a few months ago now. It was quite some time ago now. And we talked about some of the problematic English language content that was being published on Instagram.
Okay, so here's the interesting thing. So both her and Dave English, they do also what the other English for Everyone channel does, where they point out mistakes every now and then that non-natives are making, okay?
Though, I mean, they do it a bit more engagingly. Like, the video that led me to become aware of these people and start paying attention occasionally was a video Dave did where it's like where the English learning community becomes toxic because they were getting so obsessed with in like this creepy way.
But then
specific creators.
The target of this other channel, okay? So you got YouTubers out here fucking taking shots at other YouTubers, correcting...
Is this new to you, Evil Dia? That's YouTube. That is like, that is a huge amount of the content. It is the slop.
Mistakes, then taking shots.
I mean, you're a YouTuber who takes shots at other YouTubers, motherfucker. Like, that is most of your content. You're not aware of this.
And I am seeing some crazy ass parallels, okay, between what happens in the language space and what I've done on this channel. So, like, I've done investigations of...
Okay, so... Okay, he does know that this is actually not a new thing, that it is literally what he does as well.
Polyglots, expose them. A couple of people have tried and failed miserably to, like, expose me. It's never worked out well, okay? Not until this...
Expose him as what, exactly? I mean, expose him as not knowing a whole lot about language acquisition. I mean, a lot of people have tried and succeeded. I mean, I think Psycholingo had a video pointing out, and you had, that panel discussion we were following for a bit with Luca Lampariello and some other people, and he actually got a little bit freaked out because they sort of mentioned this, like, sort of transvestigating polyglots. I mean, not literally transvestigating, but in the sense that it has that kind of obsessive and vaguely creepy and arbitrary feel sometimes.
Day, because, like, I don't actually claim that much realistically, but
that's
it's so
true.
Crazy just seeing, like, the exact same thing happening in another space, except here it's just so pedantic about the type of shit you're gonna see.
Now, since that time, I've had the great joy and honor of being featured on a channel called English for Everyone.
The great joy and honor. I mean, honestly, I will say, like, fucking call me out. I'll get views from it. It'll rock. I mean,
for those of you who don't know, English for
somebody like this would never make it onto the radar of that, like, that history's greatest rap battles thing, but the English for Everyone versus, like, the entire world of English learning YouTube rap battle, I think something could be done with that. mostly around the fact that, like, Kevin and Lisa just got no bars.
Everyone is a YouTube channel with 344,000 subscribers, and it's run by a husband and wife team, Kevin and Lisa. The creators of this channel have chosen to focus on mistakes that a lot of ESL English teachers make, but they've recently decided to focus on native English speakers. Recently, the creators of this channel have featured me in several of their videos, and they have pointed out what they see as mistakes in some of the content that I have published, in which I critique some of the content by ESL speakers.
Which, I mean, see, I already am not a huge fan of just of that sort of thing. Once in a while, you know, it's like, once in a while, if you see something that is illustrative of a concept that, like, non-native speakers have difficulty getting, that is one thing. That is really not what, like, Kevin and Lisa do. To be fair to her, I have not really watched anything of hers except when she's having a go at Kevin and Lisa. So, I don't know, maybe she's doing it exactly the way I just said, but, so, just to be fair to her. But, I mean, like, on a certain level, like, don't do this.
Now, Kevin is a native speaker. He's an American. But Lisa is not a native speaker.
I mean, I think he's a native speaker of Fortran.
It's going to come up later in the video, and I'm going to discuss what's problematic about someone who's not a native speaker making some of the comments that they make. So,
okay, so here's an interesting thing. So this other channel you have who's now critiquing this native...
And I mean, it's like, that is a weird thing to focus on as far as I'm concerned. Because to me what's problematic is there's just something creepy about the way they do some of this stuff. And sometimes they're just totally wrong on the language, and there's just this... And then there's just the aspect that's just fucking funny. Which is just this weird, pedantic, robotic way that they have of talking about this stuff. And how it is just a good example of how not to teach English. How not to teach somebody a language. And I find it an absolute mystery how they have 340,000 subscribers. That that does not make sense to me. Because why? Why would you watch that for more than 2 minutes? It's boring. I mean, unless it's everybody, unless all of their all their subscribers are like YouTubers who are looking to make to take the piss out of them, which would be hilarious. But like,
English speaker
is not the criticism I would make.
Non-native. Now, I actually don't have too many issues with that, because like a non-native has to go through the steps of learning the language, and generally as a result they will have a better understanding of the rules of the language. However, they will not have a better...
Yeah, but the thing about the rules of the language, and this is one of the things that a lot of people don't get, is that there are the rules that grammarians have actually kind of figured out and have written down and they get taught. That is the absolute tip of the iceberg when it comes to how any given language, it does not matter, functions. Like, even languages that have been extremely extensively studied, linguists would not agree that we have a really complete account of the rules of the language. And so somebody who is taught, like, explicitly the rules of grammar, they may come up with, like, prescriptive things that sound right, they sound legit, but have nothing to do with the way people actually talk.
Feeling for the language, which is what a native speaker will generally have.
Well, I mean, so it's worth noting that this is precisely what acquisition of a language achieves, is you develop an instinct for the language.
Like, that's actually not a bad setup, having both a non-native but like highly fluent speaker of the language and then a native speaker, because you get the best of both worlds. So I don't have any issue with that.
English.
I mean, although what Evelyn points out is it's not really clear how fluent she actually is. I mean, which is true. I mean, we see them talking on scripts. Now, to be using scripts, it is all seems very scripted for both of them. Which, now let me just say, in order to deliver a script in the first place, especially if you're the one who writes it, you have to actually have a pretty good command of whatever language you're working with. But on the other hand, it does, and if you can act in it. Some people just shit at doing scripted content. I'm not great at doing scripted content. Like, I have to, if I write something out in too much detail, then I end up, then it just really ends up getting to be very mechanical and robotic, no matter what language I'm doing it in. So I have to be very careful about that when I'm doing it. Some people are really good at that.
For Everyone has published 3 videos on me, and I'm going to put the pictures of the thumbnails here. Recently I got...
They've just plastered her face directly on the thumbnail there. That's an action, that's a call to war.
some comments from some of my viewers asking me to respond to these videos, and unfortunately some people have left comments on my channel questioning my expertise. So I'm going to put some pictures here of...
What are the comments? Have a look. Kevin and Lisa featured you in their latest video. Okay, I know that perhaps my question is not very polite, but since I like your videos, I take the liberty of asking it anyway. How do you respond to Kevin and Lisa's of English for Everyone who has been criticizing a couple of your videos?
I mean, I mean, for a YouTube comment in particular, that seems like an extremely polite way of asking. I would be curious too.
Oh.
Somebody else is laughing about the fact that like native speakers are correcting each other, but I mean that's how English works. Really, just if you're not a native speaker of English, arguing about English grammar is a very popular pastime, especially amongst like really annoying people.
Commenters, man, they just love to start shit. They see a video and they're like, ooh, I gotta go to this other YouTube. I see my own. You know, the funny thing is, the other day I was like watching YouTube and I saw some random video pop up in my feed, and the video actually was like about someone talking about how many languages they speak, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll click on this because it was a pretty high number, okay? And I scrolled down to the comments section. The first fucking comment I saw was, I'm here before Evil Deer is. It had like 6 comments under it. I just cracked up. I couldn't even watch the video. I was like, well, I'll be back. I guess.
Some of the comments that people have left on my channel. Now, moving forward, if English for Everyone does some digging and they find more mistakes in my content, good for them, but
like, I mean, who gives a fuck, really?
Not going to respond. So without...
By the way, that's a lie. She does respond. There's a backwards and forwards going on here, and we're going to enjoy it in its full glory. We're going to jump to a section where apparently they present a mistake, okay, so that the English teachers point out of theirs.
Okay, so in this clip, I critique POC English for a second time, and I'm going to play the clip now. This one's a good one. This is one of my favorites.
Started. First, this is not a mistake.
Ah, it's snowing.
Did you guys notice the mistake?
I didn't.
Let's watch a clip from a video that...
I mean, is it that he said snowing, which is just having an accent? Judging from the subtitle that was on there, which looked like Farsi, I mean, starting words with S compounds in Farsi and Arabic, like starting words with SP or SN or ST or whatever, is often as difficult for native speakers of Farsi as it is for Arabic speakers and Spanish speakers as well. Because often there's usually a vowel before the S in those situations, in those languages.
That I posted on my YouTube channel last year. Another important form of connected speech happens when we have 2 S sounds, one at the end of the first word, and then another S sound at the beginning of the next word.
I didn't notice any mistake.
I mean, it was he had an accent. Snowing, he said.
Because there's no mistake.
Okay, I want to hear that again because, like, the clip was so short.
Ah, it's snowing.
Yeah. See, dare barf miayad. That's Farsi for it is snowing. I'm proud of myself. I actually read that entire thing. And fun fact, the word for snow is barf, B-A-R-F, which is just kind of a fun thing. You don't really see the word the word barf in many other languages, so barf miayad. So okay, but like literally, this is just him having an accent. That is literally all this is about. Which honestly, I have to say that's not great either. But I mean, like, Kevin isn't one to talk about this. He does shit like this too.
The guy said it's a snowing. There's an obvious that's been added in between the two words there.
Yeah, it's called having an accent.
It's a snowing. Like, I heard that mistake. Okay.
I wouldn't even call that a mistake. It was like barely audible. Like, that is not a mistake. Really, that is just having an accent. I mean, you'll hear Spanish speakers do that too. You say snowing. Because you have, again, in those languages, what happens is in different languages, and different language families to a certain extent, you have permissible and impermissible syllable structures. And so, sometimes, in some languages, you cannot have an initial consonant cluster. In some languages, you can have a word that is nothing but a consonant cluster. I mean, that does exist. That exists too. But in, like, Spanish and Portuguese, Farsi, Arabic, a number of others, a consonant cluster at the start is not starting with S at the start is not a permissible syllable. And so when speaking languages that do that, often native speakers of those languages have trouble pronouncing that, and they will add a vowel. So, I mean, I would not rate that as a mistake unless somebody was absolutely trying to, like, have a perfect North American native accent that has absolutely no trace that they're a non-native speaker. But
here's the thing, okay? Unless that guy's actually teaching, I assume he is, otherwise why would she be critiquing him?
Even so, I wouldn't give a shit. I mean, he's teaching English, he has an accent. The thing is that if people are getting a whole lot of comprehensible input in English, they're going to hear plenty of people say it's snowing. You know, without the vowel that's added in. So, I mean, where I am is who gives a fuck.
Then it doesn't matter. Okay, like, we're all gonna randomly...
It doesn't matter even then.
Shove in sounds between words, especially if it's not our native language, and in that case, you can't really, like, you know, critique someone's language abilities.
I mean, if he were, like, critiquing... God, let me just put another level of meta into this. If he were critiquing somebody for saying it's snowing and insisting that they need to put a vowel sound in between it's and snowing, then you get into an area where, you know, some kind of corrective might be reasonable, but I think that's extremely unlikely. He was not, like, recommending that you add that vowel sound in. That's just, he has an accent, so, like, who gives a fuck?
Unless they're trying to be a fucking, you know, someone who gives speeches for a living type of thing. But I'm
plenty of people who are, like, public speakers have accents, and it's okay because everybody understands them and they're just good speakers otherwise. You can have an accent in a language and still be a public speaker in it.
Assuming that guy was teaching and now she's correcting, and now English for Everyone's come in and said that's not a mistake. Let's see why they think it's not a mistake.
I didn't notice any mistake because there's no mistake. You can say it's snowing. You don't have to link the words. It's more.
But that's not what the guy said. He said it's a snowing.
Yes, but that's not a mistake either. That's an accent. He has a bit of an accent, and it was like I mean, and it sounds like Kevin. And here I am. I'm nothing. I'm not fair when it comes to, like, this sort of thing. I think he did not actually hear the very slight vowel sound before snowing, and that's why he isn't even registering it and talking about it, doing it separately rather than what he did, because it was actually quite slight. I would imagine that this is something that this guy has actually worked on a fair bit and is minimizing. That's how it sounds to me, because it took me a second. I had to listen to it twice too to be sure that he actually did put a vowel sound in there.
Like, I think anyone with ears can hear that.
Or common to link the words and say it's snowing. But if you're talking slow, you can separate the words and say it's snowing.
Well, that's true of any word in the language. You could break up any word. You could say, my response to English.
Yeah, but those words don't
for everyone. Or you could just roll that stuff together and go, my response to English for everyone. English for everyone. Like this, the sounds just start to merge. Okay.
It's not a mistake. It's fine. Let's hear some native speakers saying it's snowing.
Wow, okay.
And
did they actually look... How the hell would you actually even go through to find it's snowing with an audible pause?
Separate the words,
how?
And they don't link the sounds because it's not a mistake.
Like, I don't understand why English for Everyone would be pointing this out as a potential...
Because because it's what they do. It is literally all they do, and they have these obsessions with particular creators. And now they're like, now Evelyn, it's Evelyn's fucking turn. It's the only reason I know Evelyn exists, so I mean, if I were Evelyn, I wouldn't be complaining, really.
Mistake. It's an obvious mistake the guy made. So...
It isn't a mistake. It's called having an accent. That's not the same thing as a mistake. Like, I would not call something a mistake unless you have trouble actually understanding what he means. And you don't. Everyone knows what he was saying. Everyone knows he was saying it's snowing. He just said it's snowing because he has an accent in a language that has difficulty with initial consonant clusters.
Why is he now trying to correct her? He said it's a snowing.
Because he didn't hear
snowing here.
That's a terrible example. The guy literally added in between. Like, that's a moment of thinking where you're...
Well, which, I mean, actually, reasonably, I mean, that is also what he could have been doing.
Not sure if you're going to complete your sentence.
Today. As you can see, it's snowing pretty good here this morning.
That's another case of where he goes, as you can see, he's now thinking, what should I say next? Oh.
Which is, I mean, to be fair, again, to this guy, that's another way you could end up with that sort of slight sound. So, like, seriously, I'm actually surprised that they're being this reasonable about it, Kevin and Lisa. Usually, they're the ones who are unreasonable about these sorts of things. But,
snowing. So this is like a brainfuck moment.
At the care site. First of all, I hear that it's snowing again.
It's snowing again. That like, this is not an example of what he was talking about.
In Denver, Barton Springs is the same temperature whether it's 105 out or whether it's snowing out.
It's snowing out. So here he stopped because he took a breath and he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, again. Like, none of this, like, who cares?
Add more impact to the words that followed. These are all terrible examples of what he was trying to point out.
Been there when it was snowing.
Okay, so that's the clip. So
how many different levels of meta are we on here? I mean, just the number of different... It's really confusing when I do these, because sometimes there will be multiple mouse cursors in roughly the same place, and I can't figure out which one's my mouse.
Like, it's not even really a mistake. It's just moments of thinking.
In this portion of my YouTube video in which I critiqued POC English, I corrected him because he says it says snowing.
And I could see why she corrected him, okay?
Yeah, I mean, that's better than that's more than I can say, because, I mean, he's got an accent. Who gives a shit?
Because in all those native clips, it was obvious that this was either a brainfuck moment, or it was a pause moment to take breath, or you were thinking about what to say next.
Yeah, and the key word here is obvious. The key word here is actually obvious. Because the thing is that what is obvious when it's a native speaker can also be the case when it's a non-native speaker, except we often interpret these things differently when it's a non-native speaker. Like, if a non-native speaker uses an unusual term for something, maybe because they're making a rhetorical flourish, it is common, if you know they're not a native speaker, you might assume that they got it wrong, when in fact they were making a stylistic choice. It's the same thing here. I actually think, listening to it, it sounds like he has an accent, which I do not count as a mistake. But it is perfectly possible that it was an example of any of those other things. But because he's a non-native speaker, we're assuming that isn't the case. Yeah, I mean, there is so much different. There are so many levels of insufferability here.
But the guy who spoke, there was no break in there. He was just like, it's snowing. Like, it was...
Well, I mean, unless the is itself a break, which it can be, as these examples showed. God, I did not expect to find myself pointing out that they're actually right about something on here.
It's very obvious. I don't know why I'm getting engaged in this so much, but it's so interesting.
He says, you can say it's snowing if you speak slow. But first, I'd like to nitpick, because this is something that Kevin always does.
Okay, let's nitpick, because that is indeed something Kevin always does. It is actually weird to find him on the reasonable end of one of these things.
And I just want to say that the sentence, I didn't notice any mistake, is technically and grammatically incorrect.
No, it isn't. No, it fucking isn't. Where? What?
The sentence,
I didn't notice any mistake. What is she? Okay, now chat. Help me out here. What's she going to say is wrong here? I mean, remember, we're not talking about pragmatics. We're talking about grammar. I didn't notice any mistake. Is she going to say it should be any mistakes? Because yes, that is another possible way of doing it. But you can use singular, and when somebody is saying there is a mistake, you can say, I didn't notice any mistake. Like, that's correct. Like, what's she gonna say is wrong here? Like, what? Jesus Christ, it is like, this is like the battle royale of the language pedants.
Any mistake is technically and grammatically incorrect.
No, it fucking isn't.
Correcting another guy. She's getting corrected by this couple, and now she's correcting...
Yeah, but that's not wrong. I mean, you can say any mistakes or any mistake. Any can take the singular or the plural. That's not wrong. Like, you can find plenty of examples of native speakers saying any and the singular.
Them back. It's like everyone's trying to one-up one another or whatever.
I didn't notice any mistake.
I actually don't even know if that's true.
I mean...
I didn't make any mistake.
Well, yeah, but he didn't say make, he said no. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
where are we here?
Say that.
What fucking universe is this? Oh, yeah, I realized that the second after I said it. Yeah, yeah, I did tell you to guess. And
But I'm guessing there's a grammatical rule she's referring to.
Yeah, I mean, one she just fucking made up.
Mistake, because there's no mistake.
Now, because mistake is a countable noun, so countable noun, something that you can count, like a pen, you say, I made a mistake, or you can say, I have a pen, it's countable. But we can't use any with a...
Yes, you can. Yeah, you absolutely can, and people do all the time. Actually, I mean... As loath as I am to use Kevin as an example of normal use of the English language, because I don't think that his content really is normal use of the English language most of the time, he is doing a normal thing. People do this all the time. I didn't notice any car. I didn't notice any mistake. I didn't notice anybody. You don't need to say, oh. You could also say, I didn't notice mistakes, and that would be right too. Like, this is just totally wrong.
Singular countable noun in a negative sentence. So we should either say, I didn't notice a mistake.
That's correct too.
Or I didn't notice any mistakes.
Yeah, that's correct too. But you could also say it in the singular. Like, this is just... She's wrong. This is just bullshit. And this is a weird fucking bizarro world where I'm saying she's full of shit and siding with them. But, I mean, she's wrong here. I can understand why she wants to find something wrong with what he said about what she said about... and everything. I can understand the motivation, but she's just wrong here. But in any case, we are kind of closing in on it. Let me just say, if you enjoy the stream and you would like to support the stream, that is a real lifeline for me. Seriously, it is an extremely difficult time for me. And so all donations are very much appreciated. I mean, it's a difficult time for everyone, and for that very reason, it's all the more appreciated when people support my work and, you know, me talking shit on the internet as I do. So, and if you want to support the channel, that's where you can do it.
I didn't notice any mistakes. Yeah, okay, yeah. See, this is
but people say I didn't notice anything singular all the time. That is a normal thing for people to say. So, like, shut the fuck up. This is an example of prescriptivism gone wild.
I mean, like, I don't understand the rules of English in this case because, well, I've never had to dive into it this much.
Yeah, but this isn't a rule. This is bullshit.
I guess, because realistically, when I was doing tutoring, I was focused more on basically helping students become better presenters and stuff like that. But the point here is...
No, I mean, what he's saying, the fact that he can't think of... Like, this is the thing about prescriptivism. He's okay, this is a native speaker of English. Evil Dia is a native speaker of English. And what he's saying here is he can't see how that feels wrong. And the reason he can't see how that feels wrong, using his instincts as a native speaker of English, is because this is something people do all the time. It is a very common thing. It is not wrong. Anyone who tells you this is wrong is being an absolute fucking pedant. And it is weird for Evelyn to be the more pedantic one in this equation.
As soon as I heard the correct variant, I was like, okay, yep. And that's what I mean by, you know, a native speaker.
But that is just a correct variant.
Pick up on that. But someone who learnt the language would understand the grammatical rules behind it, which is interesting that...
Which is just, I mean, that is just another way of saying that somebody who's a super fucking pedant will manage to find a mistake anywhere, even when there isn't one.
The couple didn't pick up that in their own video because they consist of both a native and a non-native. Now, here is an accusation that has been thrown about. Whenever the English for Everyone makes a mistake, they wipe that video. They just full-on delete it and don't acknowledge it, and they moderate their comment section. And this is something that I fucking hate, is when people moderate their comment sections, okay? Like, I can't think of a good reason for doing it on a video.
I can. I mean, because sometimes those comment sections get toxic as fuck.
Realistically.
But what he said is not wrong, so this wasn't a mistake. But wow, that's a hell of a freeze frame. Like...
This is an accusation. I don't know if this is true or not, but it is something that's been said. But at some point...
I don't know if that's the case either.
Something happened, and now this group is accusing... The English for Everyone is accusing her of making deepfakes. So we're going to watch that.
Hello. Welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn this term, deepfake.
I remember this. I never saw what was the supposed deepfake, though. And and if he's saying that, like, she deepfaked him saying, I didn't notice any mistake, that would be wild, because that's not a fucking mistake.
It's a countable noun, so I can say, it's a deepfake.
I didn't see any deepfake in the video. See?
Why are we teaching this word deepfake? Okay, why are we teaching the word deepfake? This is fascinating. I wonder why. Let's find out.
Or they are deep fakes. So what is it? A deep fake is a video that someone changes, they alter the video to make it look like someone did something when they didn't do it.
That's actually not what a deep fake is. That is not what a deep fake is, really. A deep fake, the reason it's called deep fake is because it goes much deeper than that.
That's a deep fake. Let's see an example of a deep fake. This is a video that I never made. It was changed to make it look like I said something I never said. Didn't notice any mistake because there's no mistake.
So...
Wait, what? Wait, what? That's wild. Like, okay, first of all, I don't think that's a deep fake. Second of all, if you're going to make a fucking deep fake of them, why would you waste it on this? And third of all, like, if they actually deleted a video and are claiming that it's a deep fake specifically in order to avoid responding to this bogus ass correction, which is not a correction, she is absolutely 100% wrong about what she just said, that is just absolute buck fucking wild. But what's not buck fucking wild is that it's time for me to go make dinner and stuff. Thank you so much for everyone who joined in, and thank you for everyone who contributes to the stream and all your comments and all your participation in chat that helps keep things lively around here. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you on Friday at 4:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and I look very much forward to it. I didn't notice any mistake either, Kevin.